Decided to go live today. Put this back a little bit. Yeah, so I had talked to somebody I haven't spoke to in a while about DTF printing. They hit me up and asked me some questions and whatnot, and like I say to people, I do this DTF printing, on the side. And I said, hey, I can make it a business. And then I turned it full fledged. That was years ago, right? So the road's been up and it's been down, however, terrain, but it smoothed itself out with time, right? So but I was speaking to somebody because people that I spoke to with the DTF printing, a lot of people just be searching for information and they can't really find it. And it's a lot on the back end of things that people don't understand. And the person who hit me up, uh, it was like, hey, how's it going or whatnot? Like, I know I haven't spoke to you in a while. I didn't get a printer from you, but I still want to see if you can give me some information. And I said, yeah, I can. I can help you. Like I said, it's no bad blood within this DTF printing, but at the same time, I'm not never gonna sell myself short. So I wanted to come on this, on this Sunday and relax day and gather my thoughts because somebody had hit me up and was asking me some questions about DTF. And and like I say, I reach out to people like on Facebook, people who said, hey, I'm gonna purchase a printer from you, and they didn't purchase a printer from me, but I see them doing DTF. So I would say, hey, how's the DTF printing going? I'm hitting people up out of good faith and not just hitting somebody up just to be, like bitter or salty because I just want to see how everything is going with the DTF printing because this is a business and everybody's running their own businesses. I want to reach out, hey, how's it going? How's your printing going? How's the experience treating you or whatnot? Because it's a lot of newbies, a lot of people not really into DTF on, on a deep level. So I reach out to people, especially, I care about people's well being and what they're doing. So, but I don't reach out to nobody, just because I reach out to see how everything going. Especially some people that I talk to, and I know they're not really too much print savvy, and they don't have the, the skill set. And I just want to make sure that well being is all right. That's just what I do. So I don't do it to say that I need anybody. I don't do this right here to say, hey, let me call this person and see if they're going to do business with me, or next week or the week after. Let me call them and say if they still want to do. No, I don't do that. I don't have to do that. I'm financially secure. I'm financially stable. But at the same time, we always can build for more and better because everybody want to be in a better position. So when the people watch this, if the people don't tune on now, they tune on later or whatever, just know that I don't have no worry. I'm financially stable, very financially stable, and I don't worry about things that people think I'm worried about or like, oh, he bought a printer. I bought a printer from this individual, and I didn't get it from him, and he reached out to me. I don't want them to feel like like I'm trying to see do they still want the printer. No, I'm just trying to see about how is everything going with your printing experience. So I'm not too materialistic on different things or if people can afford it or they can't afford it. I'm just trying to make people in the position to where they can see the budget and see what they can afford and what they can't afford. I'm the person that's gonna give it to you straight, no matter if you get it from me or go get it from somebody else. You know, and a lot of people who talk to me and I tell them about these printers, say, hey, you can go grab this printer from over here and over and such and such over here, and I still can help you with it. I tell people this all the time. But I'm not gonna sell myself short. I can't do that. And I get a lot of people that like I said, they reach out to me and we always keep it on the up and up level with the so far business. And at the same time, you guys got to remember this is a business. We can be friends, we can talk and build relationships and stuff, but this is a business. So I just want to let people don't lose track and lose focus of that, because if I don't talk to a person and I say, hey, I'm done dealing with a person or whatever, hey, you be like, damn, I wish I would have kept them around, because as soon as you go to somebody else, you're going to spend thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars. You're going to find out that you don't have it. You're not in the budget, and you have to figure out what you're going to do. And you're going to go buy something cheap, and then it's not going to work for you. Then you be like, dang, I shouldn't have got this. So a lot of people, they do burn their bridges with me. They do. I'm not gonna lie to you, but at the same time, it's a business. Like I said, it's a business. I had a person before who said, they traveled the world. They did this. I just got back from over here, and I was over there, and I'm doing this and doing that, and I'm buying property over here, and I'm doing that, but they can't pay for training. And I gave them so much free information to where I know nobody else would have gave it to them. They wouldn't have took their time out. I was talking to multiple people. They say, "Hey, can you talk to this guy? Talk to this guy." And I'm like, "These are my people, so I'm gonna help you people as much as I can." But when I feel that, hey, I know what my worth is. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know how much this costs, and with this cost, I know how much you can get it for. And people just act like they don't want to pay. A lot of people just want to just get free information and go so far, get their printer up and running, and go take orders for like 100 prints or 50 prints or 60 prints, 30 prints or 40 prints, but they don't want to pay for the information. And I was one of those people too. I don't want to pay for the information; it costs too much. So I'm gonna go learn see how I can learn it myself, and it takes time. And sometimes people jump off the porch too early. You don't want to get a business going, and you get prints and people coming in and want to get this, and your printer go down. Now you searching to find out what you can do and turn these orders down. And I was in that situation at one point in time too. So I've been in from the lows, the mids, the highs, and the up, up, and up. But this is a business. That's why a lot of people that's actually doing DTF, their businesses is failing right now. Cause my business took a blow too. So I know if my business take a blow, the next person's business take a blow. Cause I talk to a lot of different people on a social level all over the globe, and a lot of companies is going down, some companies is going up. So that means that you need to start getting your marketing up, get the marketing and advertising up. That's what that means, So on that level, so that's just what it is. So I just want to jump on and share some little information with people that's new to the DTF. Somebody was asking me about a printer. They said, "Hey, what printer can I start off with?" I don't know because I don't know what your budget is because everybody want to try to you know, get the low but expect the high. So I don't know. So I just said it depends on what your budget is. It depends on what what type of printing you're trying to do. You're trying to do production printing or just print, locally for different people. And so it's a lot of variables inside of this. So I don't really get into it, but people get offline and they go do research and whatever. They'll find out it's a costly business. It's like another thing too. I had a person that reached out to me and they was trying to finance the printer, and they had sent the printer to me and said, "Hey," through text message, say, "Hey, we think about this printer right here." I say you shouldn't get it. And I don't want to say the name of the printer, but it's a 24-inch printer. I say you shouldn't get it because it's going for too much. And if you financing that printer, you might as well can see if that financing can get rolled over to another company can accept that type of financing and get this type of printer. And I sent it to him. And so sure enough, he called me up and said, "Hey man, I'm about to get that printer. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it." And I said, "I'd rather get this printer because this is tried and true. Even though it's an Asian printer, it's a two-headed printer, but I said this printer is going to be a good printer for you versus this printer. And it costs the same price." So he ended up, went for it. And he said he's gonna be having it within a couple of more weeks to, whenever they get it ready. And yeah, so I give people information is gonna help them regardless if it's gonna be coming from me or not, because I'm the gateway. I know so much about DTF printing, and I'm not saying I'm just the super mecca, but I know enough. I know enough. So yeah, and that just basically about it. So I just sit back today, was kicking back. Somebody had called me up and was like, "Hey, can we do this?" And like yeah, sure we can. Like I said, it's no hard feelings, but at the end of the day, this is a business, and a lot of people don't understand the back end of DTF. And if you're really gonna get into it, you cannot have no job. If you're doing it on the side and you know about maintenance and servicing your printer, and if you got enough clientele to where you using that printer every day when you do get off work, you'll be good. But if you think you're gonna set these printers up for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days and nothing happens, it's gonna be a whole nother ball game. Especially if you pay 2,000 and up for a printer, and you got to at least make your money back before it start giving you problems. So some people don't even make it that far. I had another individual who reached out to me, and she had problems with her main board on her printer, and I was basically explaining to her from the problem that I see with your main board, you probably gonna need some type of update or something. If not, then something is going on within that board. That's why you cannot read these ink levels. You know, something that they program the board within the NV RAM. The NV RAM, when you back up the data to the printer and put it into the motherboard, back up the data to the motherboard, and you know, if you don't do that, some of the counters, it'll tell you if you read it that it won't work, and maybe that's one of their problems because whoever installed it and they put the new software on the motherboard, they probably didn't put all the components on it. Who knows? You know, that's a whole nother ball game. I was telling her. So yeah, so what I've been doing lately, guys, is I've been, you know, remoting myself into a person's computer. I've been using Team Viewer, and with the Team Viewer is basically I can take control of your computer, and if you have any software issues, I can update your software right there without me coming out to your location. If you're having software issues and whatnot, like I just did, updated somebody's else, updated the motherboard, cleared some ink counters and did some other things like that. I had the printer running up and working, you know, good. And you know, I just started doing that, and you know, do conference calls. We can do video calls or whatever, and it's easier for me like that. Like I got somebody calling me right now, but I had to call them back later because I have a set time to talk to somebody. If I say, "Hey, we're gonna talk to you at this time," call me. You don't call me. I got to get on to something else, and you know, get back to it another day or so if I can. But I've been doing a lot of different things outside of YouTube as well. So far as me doing, learning more software. If I can start doing editing, doing videos and whatnot, because I got people that I'm gonna start interviewing on the channel, so I gotta have better quality camera. Well, my camera's all right. So let me, matter of fact, let me show you guys this camera. Show you this camera right here. I got this. It's a nice right here. It's a Sony Z, a ZE Fold. What it's called? ZE Fold ZE10 4K. It's a nice camera. So I'm gonna really start utilizing this right here. You know, so yeah. And I got some people I'm gonna start interviewing, bringing them to the channel. You see their print shop, how they got started, and what it takes to run, you know, a shop and everything else on the back end of things. So we got some things that's coming to the channel. But I was tripping because I got 1,000 subs. So I'm like, man, why don't I have like 400 or 500 views per day on my video on my channel? Like I need, you know. So we gonna start trying to do better quality videos. But I'm just mainly really focused on the, you know, of the how can I say, just the message, you know, just the message, because YouTube, to get real notice and real big on YouTube, you got to have a lot of things going on within the videos, editing skills up, so they can start recommending it and putting out so many videos where it stays inside the YouTube search, so where they start recommending people to watch. So it's a lot of stuff on the back of YouTube that you got to do. So I give my shots out to all the YouTube channels that's coming up in the big YouTube channels, because the ones that's doing all those views and the big numbers, they do a lot of stuff for those channels to do those numbers. It don't just, it's not as easy in the things they talk about and locations, and it's a lot of stuff behind YouTube. So I recommend people, if you want to do YouTube, make sure your heart is in it because it's a lot. You know, I'm in and out with it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, one minute I want to do a video, one minute I don't want to do one. But when I start doing things I know need to be brought to the attention of the peoples, I'll give you guys some little sauce of what I have going on. Lay down something you can pick up. But yeah, so it's been a good one. I had somebody, let me see, somebody had hit me up earlier. I was just in my going to spill. Baby Giant LLC, shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. How you doing? What's going on with it? Yeah, I just been trying to learn this marketing. It's a lot on the back end. You know, I just had linked myself up with this company, and they're gonna help me with the marketing too as well. So I'm gonna see how this works. You know, so I'm gonna try them out for a couple of months and see what happens, and then find out something else new. But yeah, the life of an entrepreneur, guys. That marketing. Some people can just do good because they got, you know, a social following or word of mouth or whatever. But you know, everybody's not gonna be the same doing, you know, this t-shirt business or printing business or whatever it is. Some people just excel, and some people just be like maintaining and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, what's going on? Let me see. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's what's up. That's what's up. Happy birthday. Mine's on the 5th of December. You a Capricorn, huh? Capricorns. That's what's up. I'm a Sagittarius. Yeah. So I got a lot of different things I'm trying to see how I want to put everything into, art form so I can put it out so people can gravitate and see what we doing. But I've been doing a lot of different things on the back end too. And the DTF is just changing so much, so many companies is popping up and watering down the industry. So it's a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I had a person hit me up. See, one thing, I don't know if y'all know who no, I don't want to mention that guy. But I be trying to be this regular, just a regular degular they call it, with the, putting on information. But I'm not, somebody has said, it's in the eyes of the beholder. And that's a true statement. That's a true statement. To be honest with you guys. But yeah, but I'm gonna get off. It's kind of gloomy outside. I think I'll go walk my dog, go walk my baby, because she want to get outside. Every time I go outside, she just runs out and she want to get out. So I'll probably walk my baby today on this nice, lovely day. And for you people that's printing and it's gloomy and it's real dense in the air, make sure you got your humidifier or dehumidifiers out and about and ready to go, because you're gonna have some issues with your prints, with the whites, because remember, the paper and the ink absorbs. It absorbs. It absorbs what? I want to say moisture. That film that you have, it absorbs moisture. So you want to make sure that it's right to make that ink start just smearing across. Like you getting head strike, you smearing across. So be careful. And if you deal with the big, large format printers, P6000s, 7890s, and 9890s, or whatever, 7900s, make sure you guys set your plating gaps before you start printing. And that's some things some little tips I can give you guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I had a person did a wet cap on a printer, and we was on video because we was I'm training this person. They paid for the training, and they hadn't printed in a couple of days with their printer, and they sent me a picture of the nozzle check, and all the channels came back, and but we did a cleaning with the normal solution I recommended, and it worked a little bit. So we went to the second, which is a stronger solution, and I had them wet cap it for an hour. They 30 minutes the first time. It pulled out a lot. That was on the first solution we used. The second solution we used, it pulled out a lot. And then actually one more time, they did it a third time, and then did a power cleaning, and it looked nice. I was like, wow, I really know what I'm talking about, man. So I was like, dang, it really came back. So sometimes you can actually save your actual print head. It all depends. Sometimes it's like it don't hurt to try. But I just noticed the main problem that people have, if they when they remove that motherfucker, when they remove that print head, that's when the whole issue just starts. It's all type of things that you can try, methods that you can try without removing the print head, because that should be your last resort. Think about removing it, because you got to take your mind back to 3 to 4 to 5 days ago. Like, it was printing perfectly fine, but now, so it's still some room in there. If it been like 4 months, 3 months, I mean like 6 months, 7 months, it's over with. That's done. So at this time, it's all about common sense too. It plays a part in it, and yeah, like I had one person that purchased two printers from me, and they started being cheap. I'm gonna speak about this before I get off. They started being cheap. They was buying my inks at first, and then they stopped buying them, and then I had to go maintenance their printer. And then the first thing came to my head, and I looked at, I said, "Hey man, what type of ink you using right here?" I said, "It's too thick. That's how the white look like that. That's why it's all gunked up like this." Like, man, sometimes you can't be cheap in DTF. You up for pulling in orders, 1,000 shirts, 400 shirts, 200 shirts, 80 shirts, 90 shirts, 60 shirts, jackets, hats, joggers, sweatpants, socks, and you trying to be cheap. It's gonna cost you in the end. It's gonna cost you 15, 16, probably 1,700. You have a 9-channel print head. I mean a 10-channel print head. You don't have a 8-channel print head. It's gonna cost you more. Stop being cheap. If you be cheap with this right here, it's not the game for people to be cheap. Now the thing is to see if you can get the same quality for a cheaper price. But how you know without testing it first? I wouldn't want to test no ink on my printer if I got a business that's running, I'm making money to be cheaper. I'm gonna still use if it's work, it works. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I mean, you know what I mean? You know the spill, but don't try to just, hey, I'm gonna try this right here. Cause what you gonna do? Hmm. And then you say, hey, I have a problem with my printer. What do you think? I don't know. It's gonna cost you money just for the technician to come out and not to fix the problem, just to tell you what the problem is and what you should do. That's gonna cost you. So you gotta be understanding that this game is not gonna be a cheap business. And I ain't even trying to. I'm not no money hungry person. I'm not gonna try to beat nobody just to make a dollar. I want continuous repeating customers. I'm not gonna beat nobody to make a dollar. It don't make no sense. I can just go sell DTF transfers and sell T-shirts and make money and don't gotta talk to anybody. But I try to help people with their printer because this is what I do, and I know about what printers that I deal with. I don't know about all the printers. I just know about what printers that I deal with. But it's certain printers like the Asian printers, 2-head, 4-head printers. I'm just start getting into it, and I kind of like gravitated to that. And I didn't make this a couple of printers already, and I know it's not, it's like one thing that I noticed, like the climate is crazy with those printers. The climate, like gets super cold. You gotta keep doing alignments on those print heads. That knock them right out. That's what I seen. Like, dang, this printer over here doing the same thing that printer over there. It's cold over here and it's cold over there. Like, what y'all be having y'all rooms to? Y'all supposed to get the room warm, set up, or bring it down or lift it up, the climate, balance it out, keep it like that for 30 minutes to an hour, and then you go in there and start printing. You got to prep it first. You don't go in and start cutting things on and, oh, a minute. No, it don't work like that. You got to prep. But I'm going to leave you guys with that. And I had somebody else who jumped on. Let me see who else jumped on. I had somebody else jumped on. Davis, how you doing? What's going on? What's going on? So yeah. So like I said, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to kick back and chill. But the people that's watching this video or they come and they make it through the whole video to the end, just believe in your craft and pay for your craft, and just make sure that you know about the marketing, because the marketing is the very, very important thing about your business. I've been knew that, so I'm focusing more on that. So other than that, you guys, thank you guys for watching. Share the videos, go back, watch the old videos, and help me get my views up. And we try to just make it happen for everybody. But two other people jumped on right now, so you two people, I appreciate you guys for watching the channel. All three of you people that's on here right now watching the channel, thank you guys. Now I'm about to leave, but if you're doing DTF, if you didn't hear what I said, just make sure you have your climate or your room under control, humidity wise, and you'll be okay. You shouldn't have problems 6 months until you should buy the printer 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. You shouldn't really have too many problems. Just little problems. But not no super major problem like nozzle cleans, head power cleans, and chip resetters and all type of chips and all type of things that start happening. So that's what I want to say. But yeah, Joy, what's going on? How you doing? I got a lot of people that's been just popping up. I was just about to get off, but how you doing? What's going on with you? Let me see. Happy holidays to you too and the fam. Happy holidays to everybody that's on here, all the beautiful queens and that's on here. Happy holidays to y'all and your families. Y'all make sure that y'all keep y'all family, in a good spirit all the time. People around you, keep them in good spirit, because this is a good society where it's all entrepreneurs. Everybody is starting to work their jobs on the side and then have another side job, and they're working hard and keep at it. It's gonna work for you. So I'm gonna just say that. And blessings to everybody. I'm out. Peace. Yeah, yeah.